Hey guys, quick announcement before the video gets started. Actually, this announcement kind of carries on through the rest of the video because it's kind of the plot of the video. But new art style, yay! And persona, yay! Here he is. And before you all freak out, this was a very much needed switch up for me. I like the art I was doing before. The art that I'm creating now. Also, it's been a few weeks since I made this. That's why I'm kind of going on a hiatus for a little while because I went through art block and also I was changing up my art style. And just kind of figuring out what I want to do with my art, and I'm having a lot more fun, and I'm gonna go into more detail about that in the video. So the first part of this process was sketching out what I wanted, and I actually did a poll over on my story on my Instagram account, so if you go follow there, maybe you can be helpful in future videos. I posted on my story after doing these quick sketches of if I should be like a kitsune, a goat, lion, just a bunch of other animals. So this is just me sketching, and I also have a sketching style. I used to just sketch in like black and occasionally other colors, but I decided I love doing this like purple, pink, cyan, very popping colors for sketching. And I love this so much that I do it for nearly every sketch. Depending on the sketch, I change up the color, but I hate sketching in black now. I mean, I still do occasionally, but yeah. So first up, that was great. First up is like the speed paint for me just designing my persona. So he's changed a bit since then. Also, I'm gonna be making Leggy, shut up, girl.
I'm sorry, they just said I have feelings for you.
Okay.
They were together for months before this.
Okay. Anyway, so my new OC persona is a dragon of sorts. He's based on one of my first OCs I ever made, which was a My Hero Academia OC. Her name was Ryuko Satuya, which just means adopted dragon in English, so I think that's kind of funny. So she was pink and green, those were her colors, and purple was her accent color. So his accent color is purple, basically all his clothes are purple. His other accent color is yellow, just like Ryuko's eyes, and he is also pink, like his dragonness is pink, just like how Ryuko was pink. Since she was one of my first major OCs in my life, I thought it was, and a bit controversial, but I actually sold her, so my new art style also consists of loads of layers, but if you don't know me, which I've also kind of talked about on the channel before, is I hate having loads of layers open. So everything, like, I cannot do like flatten out every color first. It has to be one layer at a time. So all the purple you've seen like was done. I drawn it out, filled it in, made sure there was no mousy holes, and then I've shaded it, and then I've moved on to the next color, which is probably bad that I kind of do it that way because it also does leave a few touch-ups. But this is also the first drawing I majorly did with the new art style. I'll show the first drawing that I actually did with this art style when I was trying to figure out what sort of art style I wanted. I did a few other drawings of different art styles, just testing what I wanted, because I know I've always wanted a small layered lineless look to my drawings, but I didn't know if I wanted it to be as cartoony as this or more just colored line art. I also wanted to try to do more funky backgrounds, like backgrounds that I normally draw are very plain, and I still do that a bit, but I want my backgrounds to be not so plain. So he's got stars and he's got polka dots, and like his head's in some of the things to be like different expressions, different versions of him, I guess, different outfits, all that sort of thing. This isn't a ref sheet. I will make a ref sheet for him at some point, but this is just more of a get to know him, because I love getting to like know my OCs and figuring out kind of their personality. There should be 2 or 3 other speed paints in this video. Don't quite remember. I'm just basically showing all the art of my art block, because this was also part of my art block. Was I thought maybe I was going through art block because I didn't enjoy the art, because I also was at the point where I was making art that was good and everyone else loved, but I wasn't really enjoying the process. I am still enjoying the process of making this art with this art style. It is one of the longest, it is one of like the longest like drawings to make with this, but I think it's just how I do it. But like with loads of other art, just the more you do it, the quicker you get anyway. So I have improved at my speed, I'd say, because yeah. Okay. Also disclaimer that I've not yet also made a new little scribbly dude in the corner, because that takes a long time, and I'm just getting used to this, so I have not made one of him yet. But I promise that sometime soon I'll have a proper intro PNG and a little guy scribbling in the corner. Now on to the next speed paint. Now this next This next speed paint is a speed paint of me. Not a persona, literally me. But the funny thing about this one is I started this when I didn't have my art style. But as I was in the line art stage, I decided to scrap that and change it up. Oh, lost my microphone, my titties. What the fuck was I gonna say? So oh my god, ADHD, what the fuck? I started this when I didn't have my art style yet. And if you didn't know, my name is Bailey, he, him. Favorite characters, Knuckles, draw my drawing tablet, there's a few of my dislikes, yada yada yada. I'll be posting this on my Instagram. But I started this when I didn't have my art style, and now I do. So the rest of this is me doing that. This is still not the first thing that I did do in my art style, my new art style. I put that on the screen already. The first thing I did do in the art style, which was just a little cat boy. Yeah. Ew, fucking cringe. Why did I say that? Oh my god. Remember to edit that out later. But yeah, I literally own this hoodie. I own those pants, I own that necklace, and I literally wear this outfit on a daily basis. I wear it to my art school that I go to. Oh my god, I need to stop like touching the microphone while I'm recording, because I swear, like, I'm not ASMR. My hair is a little bit different now. My hair has gotten longer. My eyes are brown though. Like, this is literally just me. But obviously in my new art style, and I'm actually very proud of this. This is one of, I think, the best pieces that I have done recently. I loved doing Knuckles and him eating his little grapes. It was sick fun, and I love him. His knuckles were kind of like weird to do because of the like lineless look. The lines are only supposed to come out through like shading. They're not supposed to be like line art. And just basically anywhere I feel necessary to add them. I think this was the second piece I did with my new art style. Art style. Jesus. That was also for 400 followers, yeah. Okay, and the next piece will be another, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, his name's Wyvern. My dragon OC's name is Wyvern. The next art piece is going to be of Wyvern. So, I had a very clear, this is what I wanted to do. I actually did have a reference for this drawing that I'll put up on the screen somewhere soon. And I saw this and I thought it was very Wyvern core, and I knew immediately that I wanted to draw him like this. So I did. I also wish I didn't follow the reference exactly, because I kind of wish I didn't give him a orange. I kind of wish I gave him a different fruit, but by the time I had finished it, it was too late. I kind of wanted to give him a watermelon. Just a huge like slice of watermelon. Maybe I'll draw a piece of him with that later on. But this is Wyvern. I had a fair bit of fun doing this piece, honestly. It was one of my favorite pieces, and this was when I was on my Wyvern roll, and I was just drawing, pardon me, anything I possibly could Wyvern related, because I just needed him to exist. And I'm glad I did, because this is probably one of my favorite pieces that I've done. in a long time. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the sketching. I enjoyed every moment of it, and I'm so glad I just did it. I decided that though for every piece that I have done, I'm not going to have a speed paint for in this video. I am going to put just some pictures at the end of just some art I've made since my art styles come out. So after this Wyvern speed paint, there is only going to be one more speed paint, which will be of an OC for a story I'm working on, which you guys are getting a little sneak peek at, that not even anybody on my Instagram really knows about, except for the few people that are joined in on it. But this is Wyvern, and he is my baby, even though technically he is me. But we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that, okay, guys? We don't need to talk about that. I hope you like him. Oh yeah, by the way, I can't believe I've not said this already in this video. If you like my new art style, or have any positive or even negative, like, tell me something you think I should do differently about my art style, because I'm up for any, like, tips on improving or making this look better. My video editing style, tell me something like that. Like, is this like you want me to add to my videos, take from my videos, something you wish I did more of? Any compliments? I'm always welcome for compliments. Don't forget to also check out my Instagram, which I'll put on the screen and also in the description. Anyway, back to my boy. Back to our boy. He's our boy now. Anyway, so yeah, his name's Wyvern. I'm probably gonna change that, but now I'm kind of stuck with his name being Wyvern. I kind of like it. But I'm loving my new art style, and I love the way that this piece itself turned out. I specifically love the orange, like the detailing I put into the orange with it still looking like my new style. I think is amazing. I love how his hand came out, because if you don't know this, I'm actually kind of like terrible at drawing hands, so I'm really happy. I want to kind of do like these blush line marks for like on their cheeks more often, because I really like how it looks, and I think it makes him look really cute. Because it's not specifically blushing at anything, I just think it makes him adorable. I love his teethers. His teethers are very cute. I love his teethers. He's got like, what are they, orc's teeth? He's got orc teeth at the bottom, and then he's just got like bigger canines. But yeah, so the final speed paint for this video will be of my Cannibal Cupid OC. His name's Cece, and just a spoiler warning, there is a bit of gore, like blood, so if you don't like that, probably don't watch this last little bit of the video, because it is bloody. Not super bad, and also if you don't like dangerous weapons, like, if you don't like blood, if you don't like chainsaws, and if you don't like femboys, I would click off the video now. And leave your hate comment, I guess, too, because that's what's going to be the final part of this video. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on to Cece. So, Cece, the OC for this story, Cece, yes, it is short for Cannibal Cupid. I am transparent. I had a lot of fun actually drawing this chainsaw. It was so fun. I've never drawn a chainsaw. This is also very anime, not real chainsaw, but still real chainsaw-esque. What was I gonna say about him? Oh yeah, he's very flamboyant, and we love him for that. He's very pink pastel, and I'm going to share as much lore on this without spoiling the story, because me and 4 or 5 other creators are working on this story, and maybe one day it will come into fruition. Oh, thank you.
You're a fucking princess.
My sister brought me water. Haha, I'm a slave. So I love his hairstyle, by the way. The 2 long braids part of his hair. I love to think that he definitely gets mistaken for a girl, but he really doesn't care. He's probably very androgynous in that sense of he is a guy and he prefers the he him pronouns, but he just also just doesn't give a fuck. He does have a boyfriend, but my friend has not yet finalized his boyfriend's design. His boyfriend will be like emo core though. So basically in this world you have humans and then you have cupids. There are cupids that are not cannibals, and basically cannibal cupids are just cupids that eat humans. They don't eat other cupids. That's like against the law of cupids, but it's cannibal because whatever. So there's cupids and then there's humans. Basically cupids gain power by making people fall in love, But a faster way to do that is to make a human fall in love with you and then kill them. Well, first of all, you already get more power by making them fall in love with you, which is something that takes a lot of power and years of building up. They're kind of like demigods as well, so they live longer than humans, but they don't live forever. They also can be killed. So basically, if you make a human fall in love with you, you get more power in the end, basically. Or if you make them fall in love with you and then you kill them, you get more power than anywhere else. And basically the law right now is that there's this one really big boss Cupid, the original Cupid. His name is Cupid, and basically every time a Cupid gets say a Cupid gets 50% power, like gains 50% power from a person making someone fall in love, this big Cupid, the boss Cupid, will take 25% of that to become their power. So basically, the cannibal Cupids, because they make more, they're basically hired by the big boss Cupid because he gets more power and they still stay strong, decently strong, and they're stronger than any other Cupid. But the normal Cupids don't really know of this and are against it heavily, but since the boss is okay with it, they just let it slide, basically, I guess. But yeah, so he is very much into eating people. There are a few other people in the story, and his favorite color is pink because of course it is. Have you seen him? He is queen. Yes, and this is where the blood comes in. He's a bit bloodied from probably his victims. Also, all Cupids have wings, but they do not have halos. They have to have something pink on them. And cannibal Cupids can pick a weapon, but normal Cupids have to use a bow and arrow, like how a normal Cupid does. Leggy, why is your screen flashing? Oh, that's Amy's. Okay, anyway, so the story is literally called My Cannibal Cupid. He is the main character. Maybe it will come out if enough people like the idea of it. Yeah. And then finally, we just have some art pieces to go through. So the art pieces that you're about to see, I'm just going to tell you who they are and all that stuff and kind of backstory behind it. First one, Wyvern. This was for a collab. Yeah, it was for a collab, but yeah, this is Wyvern. I didn't draw his wings because it was awkward to draw his wings from this angle. So, but yeah, he has some lore there. Why has he got a mark? Why has he got scratches? Why has he got a weird number going on there? I guess you may find out in more Wyvern lore videos later on. Next is Ni and Kuro. Technically Kuru, but it's Kuro. This is, so Ni is the brown lion, the lioness, I should say. She's the daughter of Kovia and Kiara, and Kuru is the son of Shuji, which is Chorus's son from the new Mufasa movie, and they are in love, and they are very yin-yang coded, and I love them, and I love lions. Lions are my favorite animal, and these are my lions. I'm very brain rot right now. This is my OC Ayumi with Kirishima from My Hero Academia, because yes, I was a My Hero Academia nerd, and now I just like the lore, and I like my OC, and I like Kirishima still. He's very swaggy. Like, he's actually really cool, and does not deserve to be, you know what, I don't know where I was going with that, but Ayumi is my OC. He's a shark, because he was supposed to be my persona for my Instagram account, because my Instagram account called Blueberry Shark, so he's a blue shark. Cool, I guess. Next we have more Ayumi. I kind of hate this art piece. I was doing this art piece really late at night, and I just wanted to do something with showing the fact that he becomes more shark when he goes into water. He's in a bathroom. I did do a background, and the background doesn't look completely like us, but the stripes and the colors and what was I thinking, and I just don't want to fix it. So here it is. This is just him, and there's a toilet. I actually drew a toilet. What the fuck? This is a decent background for me. Next, we have 3 panels from his My Hero Academia ref sheet. First is casual. Must I say more? Very cool. I genuinely love this casual outfit. I love his tail, and I love his pants. Next is his school uniform. Nothing to it. It's plain. It's the My Hero Academia school uniform. But then we have his hero costume. And his hero costume is also kind of plain. Like, also, the bat isn't really anything. It's just because I wanted to hit that pose. I found a pose. I used the pose. I am the pose. Here's the pose. So he has a bat. I don't know. Maybe he's a Negan Stan from The Walking Dead. Who am I to say anything? I do love all the poses in this art piece though, and it was all overall very fun to draw. He's trans, by the way, for anyone wondering. And his hero costume is just supposed to be shark adjacent as well. But yeah, this is him, and I hope you also liked the video because we are now at the end. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. I hope to see you in next week's video, which is going to be about my Wendigo story. So if you don't like horror or Wendigos, comment and watch the next video, if that is the next video. Bye bye!